want to know from every one of you, like what interests you have and what sort of things you want to talk about in this class. Then we can, tailor-made something that's suitable for everybody. I see 2 more people can't try to come in. Let me just admit them. Okay, so anyway, okay, so I see Sophie. Junwei. Who's Junwei?
Excuse me, Janan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sophie and Tom is saying that they are in the waiting room.
They're already in.
入咗啦，唔該晒。
入咗啦，OK。
Okay, let me see. I see Sophie.
Yes, I'm here.
And Tommy啦 ，Where's Tommy?
係
係俊業係邊個嚟㗎
Tommy 係俊偉。
Okay, 呢度係寫俊業。俊偉。Oh, I see now. I see. Okay, thank you. Okay, so 頭先我講就係我講咗少少關於我自己啦。And then 我想即係上一次個 class 咧，I found out after the first 即係第一堂之後咧，我就覺得好似教 business English 好似 kind of pointless， 即係未必係適合你哋嘅，因為好多時你哋都係做緊啲 part time 啊，或者有啲係冇做工嘅，咁所以我喺呢一堂我想 get to know everybody， 即係我想認識大家啦。之餘咧，我想知道究竟你哋係學啲乜嘢，因為我唔想講啲嘢係對你哋冇興趣或者冇關，咁就好似要花時間。Okay, so let's start with the introduction。
咁樣寫得實在，英文我想學佢個 grammar 個排序，英文嘅排序同中文好唔同咯。
Okay, grammar。
即係閱讀英文嗰方面點樣去提升
？Okay, who's this talking? Oh, Terry. Okay.
Yeah.
Terry， 你可唔可以 show 下你個 face 啊？
但我唔係睇
唔到。Terry one grammar。
即係想提升我閱讀嗰方面咯。
Okay。
英文個排序同中文會好唔同，所以好多時候都調轉咗，唔係因為可能你依輕嘅人士唔係好理解人哋嘅講嘅意思，所以覺得語言更加難，係咪
？Okay. All right. So why don't we speak in order？ 我哋逐個自我介紹咗先，好冇？
好。
Okay. So how come 我仲係 miss 咗一個人？余歲六七。I only see 6 faces。
7個啱。
文達未開啊？
No, I only see 5 faces, not 6. Okay, 文達冇開。Okay, 文達你有冇英文名㗎
？Ivan 啊。
Sorry.
Ivan.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's start with introduction. Okay, so the first one to speak. How about Sophie?
Okay. 係咪要講英文啊 ？Do we need to？
你盡量講啊！如果你講唔到，你就話俾我聽你想講乜嘢，我同你翻譯。
Okay. I'm Sophie, and I think my main difficulties in using English is to use how to use present myself structurally. I mean, use simple. I mean, present in a structured way because 我個組織能力唔係好好喎，咁可能我腦裡面好多念頭咧，因為我有 ADHD 嘅，咁好多嘢想講，但係即係點樣將佢用精簡語言組織，咁對方聽得明咧，係啦咁樣咯，咁係啦，即係 instead of 一輪嘴將啲嘢講晒出嚟，對方又get 唔到我要啲乜，呢個就 both apply to 寫作啦，同埋 oral English 嘅。第二啦就係第二就係 apply to 即係 oral English 就係點樣就住人哋嘅反應作出回應咯。因為我個情況就係可能我講咗啲嘢，我以為自己講得好好，好吸引人哋，好有興趣，但係人哋其實係冇興趣，或者其實佢唔想聽落去，咁我就 由呢方面即係想睇下點樣可以因應人哋嘅興趣去調整我自己講緊嘅嘢咯，係啦，兩方面組織同埋內容，即係係啦。
Okay, thank you, Sophie. Okay, Sophie, can you tell me something about yourself? Like, are you working? What are you doing?
I have been working as an in accounting field and in the social work field. So I have got ADHD, ASD. Yeah. So
okay. How long have you been working?
I think more than 10 years.
Okay. Okay. Where do you live?
I live in North Point.
North Point.
Tin Hau.
I see. Have you always lived in Hong Kong side?
When I was small, I lived in Kowloon.
Live in the Kowloon side, okay. I always think that the people from the Hong Kong side is much nicer than the people on the Kowloon side. Do you agree?
Really?
Yeah. I think they're more well mannered for some reason. Anyway, okay. Nice meeting you, Sophie. Cool. Next, Tommy. Tommy.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Hi, Tommy. Have we ever met?
Yes. In the DEP.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. So, tell me something about yourself, Tommy.
Okay. I am Tommy. I have problem. I have eye disease.
Okay.
My vision is very poor now. Nearly blind.
Okay.
So I haven't working for 6 years. Okay. In the past, I am secondary school teacher, teaching science subjects, and in this lesson I want to improve my oral English, because for the visually impaired person, they are difficult to find jobs, and I want to improve my oral conversation because it is frequently used, maybe in the future.
Okay. Good enough. Oh, where do you live, Tommy?
Sangsoy, literally.
Oh, okay. Wow, I think the air is fresher up there, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Have you lived in Shanghai all your life?
And almost my life. I have lived in Twin Moon for 2 years, and 2 years in rest in Hong Kong Island.
I see. Okay, good enough. Thank you, Tommy.
Okay, thank you.
Next, Joey.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Joey Chen. I live in Fanning, and I work with an airline Hong Kong for over 20 years. However, I suffered from cancer, so that I got my early retirement. Now I'm in VI, cannot see clearly. So all of us joined this training course, hope to find a chance to get a job. So we may have in case we have the chance to get a job, we may have an interview. And one of the questions will be asked by the interviewee is introducing ourselves. So I would like to learn how to organize and introduce myself clearly and better.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Next, Calvin. Hi, Calvin.
Hi, yeah, I'm Calvin. Yeah, I'm visually impaired. Right now, I'm working as a telephone caring supporter. Yeah.
What's a caring supporter?
Pardon?
What is a caring supporter?
I will make a call for the elderly, for elderly, to know their recent situation, or to find is there any help, or is there any need for them. Yeah. Especially right now, the COVID-19.
Right, especially that. Yeah. So you call them every day, or?
Oh no. Once a week.
Once a week. Okay.
Yeah, once a week.
Besides, calling them to see how they're doing, is there anything else, or do they call you? When they have encountered a problem.
Oh no, they will direct call to the elderly center if they have any problem. Yeah.
Okay,
they will not call me directly.
Oh, so your job is just to find out how they're doing once a week?
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right, so what do you want to learn from this course?
I think I would like to practice my oral English, because I never speak, I'm not a native. I have not speak English for a long time.
Okay. No problem. Okay.
Okay.
Where do you live, Kevin?
Wang Tai Xin.
Wang Tai Xin, okay.
Next to the temple.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yes, it is.
But it has been very quiet, right? Because of the social distancing, the government had asked all the religious institutions to close for a while. So
Yes.
Wang Tai Xin has been very quiet, isn't it?
Right now it's very quiet, but for the Chinese New Year, it's very crowded.
Yes, of course. Did you know there's a pharmacy inside of the temple?
I never been there, so I don't know.
You never?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to tell you, there is a pharmacy. Do you know what pharmacy means? Pharmacy.
I don't know how to describe.
Okay. 一個藥房啊，一個 Chinese 嘅藥房喺黃大仙嘅廟裏邊。I was there, so it's pretty amazing. So you actually go.
You was there?
Yeah, I was there many times.
You have bought something there, or?
Oh yeah! Oh my God! I've been there many times. I think they're pretty good. You pray to the Buddha, and whenever you get that fortune stick, I think whatever you ask about, they always give you the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, personally. Anyway, I can talk to you about Wang Tai Xin all day long.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All day long.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So next one is Felix. Hello, Felix.
Hi. Okay.
Hi.
I'm Felix. Graduate in Taiwan.
Taiwan.
When I graduated, I came back to Hong Kong and started to working in account. Recently, still working in account. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you live, Felix?
Timur.
Oh, in Timur. Okay. So you're working in an accounting field, right? What kind of company is it?
CPA.
Oh, it's a CPA firm.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you hope to learn from this course?
I don't know. In my real life, have no opportunity to use English, so I don't know.
You just want to practice your oral English, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Felix.
Thank you.
Okay, next one would be Ivan.
I am Ivan. Graduate at Columbia University at 2020. I am studied the subject about environmental modeling, environmental sampling, or
okay,
about waste recycle, or audit, waste audit.
Okay.
After graduate, I have yeah, jobs that not related to environmental, but I hope to uh, be related job. I will my change my job in next month.
Okay.
About recycle.
You're gonna work in recycling, is it?
Part time.
Part time. I see. Okay.
Just part time.
What do you hope to learn from this course?
Document writing and communication skills.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ivan. Oh, where do you live, by the way? Ivan, where do you live?
Here.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Ivan? Where do you live?
飛鵝山.
Wow. That's far away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Ivan. Okay, next, Terry.
Hi, good morning. I'm Terry. I have been studying leisure management in the higher diploma. I am graduate for the full-time working. I don't have any full-time working experience. But I have been intern in 2 months on the holiday. I don't know what is my interest for the job. 我唔知我自己方向。
Okay.
都唔知自己想點。So I hope this course can help me to find我嘅意向。
Okay.
我用中文講遲啲，我會喺 ERB 讀呢個中標短期嘅課程。希望可以發掘我更多工作上嘅可能性咯。
Okay. Okay. Where do you live, Terry?
沙田.
In Shatin, okay. Have you lived there all your life?
What?
Have you lived there all your life? 你係咪一路都係住咗喺嗰度好耐啦？
係啊。
Okay. What do you hope to learn from this course? You want to learn how to 你想喺呢個課程之中學到啲乜嘢啊？
I hope 係 more 嘅揾工嘅機會 opportunity because 經濟差。
Okay, so you're hoping to learn to interview, right?
But communication skill.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Terry. Okay, so basically, you guys really want to know self-introduction, how to present yourself when you meet somebody or when you go for interview, right? Some of you wants to know the grammar, and some of you wants to know how to speak. I gather. Okay, so I will have this in mind when I come up with the next lesson. So meanwhile, what are we doing today? We are going to talk about something related to self-introduction. So when you go on an interview, whether school or in front of your future employer, you need about yourself, right? Okay, so I think I need you guys to mute your microphone because I hear noises in the background. Okay, thank you. Okay, so anyway, so when I go and meet people, whether in a party or in front of an interviewer or in front of a school, it depends on the occasion, I will tell them something that is suitable for the occasion. So if you are meeting somebody new, right, depends on the situation, you basically introduce yourself by saying that, your name, ask, the person in front of you, how they are, and then you start talking about something about yourself, or you ask the friend across from the new friend across from you something about me. For instance, if I go to a party and I meet somebody new, usually I would say, "Oh, I'm Jen. I work in the education field. And the person across from me will pick up that line and will tell me who they are. So this is in a friendly environment. Okay, so far whatever I'm saying, does everybody understand? If you don't understand what I'm saying, please raise your hand, because I don't want you to get lost in the middle of a conversation. So that is on a friendly basis. But if you are going in front of an employer to talk about yourself, the purpose is different, right? You want the employer, the future employer or the interviewer to like you. So there's a saying, the first 3 minutes are the most critical time in an interview, because the interviewer will form an opinion whether he likes you or not. So those 3 minutes are very critical. So what do you talk about during those 3 minutes, right? You need to tell them who you are. You need to tell them very positive points about yourself, like company likes their future employees to be articulate, good with details, responsible person, or they like to hear that they are attentive, or something that shows leadership, okay, or something that shows that you can be a very independent worker. So I have a list of all the adjectives that I'm going to show you, so we could practice that. During the interview, you will be asked about your experience, and then through talking about experience, they can tell whether you are the person that they're looking for. So when you talk about your experience, you really need to show off your skills. Show off. Does anybody know what that means? 即係話，如果你喺一個僱主嘅面前，或者一個 interviewer 面前，其實你最重要嘅嘢就係頭嗰3分鐘。頭嗰3分鐘係會決定究竟佢鍾唔鍾意你，所以呢3分鐘係好重要。呢3分鐘你係一定要講到俾對方聽，你係一個乜嘢嘅員工。They're not interested， 佢哋唔會有興趣 whether 你係中意睇戲啊，你擅長乜嘢？佢哋要知道嘅就係你係咪佢哋想要嘅，可以獨立去處理工作嘅，可以面對壓力嘅，可以 handle 問題嘅。咁 through 呢個3分鐘，你一定要講到出嚟俾佢哋聽，你嘅工作經驗係好嘅工作經驗。Also, throughout the interview, they might ask you questions about 你嘅弱點，你嘅長處。長處就容易講啲，但係弱點咧就難講啲嘅。So that's when you have to think what you want to show them as your weakness. So for instance, I have been on an interview where, of course, the interviewer asked me, what is my weakness, right? 咁我唔會話俾佢聽我好懶惰啦，我又唔會話俾佢聽我接受唔到壓力啦 right? I can't tell them, I'm very lazy, I cannot take stress.
I think which is easy to say. You can say your goal to show off this point.
Now, I don't know if that is the best thing, but I usually tell them that I'm a very responsible person. I always wind up doing a lot of overtime. I neglected my family during the course of working. Okay, that to me, it seems like a weakness, but to them, is what they want to hear. 明唔明啊？ 你講你嘅 physical 嘅，其實 because when they know, they see your CV and they see your physical appearance, right? So you don't need to emphasize that because if they choose to interview you, that means they accept the way you are already. So
sorry, Jenna. You say you can work overtime, but is this your weakness? Is it maybe
that
they
is
will
my
think
weakness. You know
that
why?
your ability is not your pool.
Okay, my weakness in doing overtime is I will neglect my family.
Oh, okay, I will neglect.
Right, so I feel bad about neglecting my family, but because I'm a responsible person, I will put in overtime to get the work done. So you use your weakness as an advantage to show off your skill. That's what I'm saying. The whole interview is for you to show off all your skills. With one thing in mind, you have to tell them what your experiences are, and what are you good at. That's all. Okay, why don't we start? Because I think too much talking about experience is not going to get you anywhere unless you really experience introducing yourself. So let me just show you something, okay? Any questions?
Yeah. Do you mean that we don't need to tell them, for example, I'm a VI, when I introduce myself, do I need to tell them first?
No, because once they accept your application, right, throughout the interview, they're going to know, right? If you come for a physical interview, they will know your physical disabilities. So you don't need to emphasize. You're not here to tell them what's wrong with you. You're here to tell them what's good about you. Okay? You can mention that you have disability, but then you have to mention that is not what's stopping you from wanting to work, or that's not stopping you from working. Any question?
Thank you.
Okay. I want to show you something. Okay, so for the interview, right? Usually, I would tell the interviewer who I am because this is the first time for them to meet you, right? Whatever you tell them, they should believe it, right? So you have to tell them what you want to tell them. Like for instance, you need to describe yourself. So you need 2 or 3 adjectives to describe yourself, who you are. So if you look at can everybody read the screen? Anybody can't read? Let me know, okay? Okay, so here's a whole bunch of adjectives talking about yourself, right? So what are the really good words to describe you? So let's go over this. Like adaptable. 適應, okay? Adaptable is a very good word to describe a worker because that means he can deal with problems. Okay? He's very flexible.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Emotional, my negative.
Okay. I am not saying that every words about you, every adjectives here are suitable. These are adjectives to describe yourself. You will pick out whatever adjectives that are good for you to go on interview with. 得唔得？呢度好多 general 嘅形容詞，但係唔係都係 positive 嘅。你係要去揾嗰幾個係適合你，亦係一個對於你嘅 future employer 係有興趣嘅。So 我而家同你 go over 呢啲 adjectives， 你就知道邊啲係應該 mention 嘅。Adventurous. I don't know about adventurous unless you're doing something, unless you're going for an interview at Ocean Park or Disney World, okay? Adventurous, may not be a very good word. We are depends on the job nature, right? 有啲嘢係如果睇你係 go for 咩 go for whatever job. 有啲 job 係 really you need to be adventurous. You need to explore. 或者 you need to go 例如 for instance 例如 if you go for sales, right? For sales position, 如果你去賣嘢嘅 ，OK 如果你係 adventurous 嘅話 that means 你唔怕事 ，OK that might be a good word for that job. So you decide what word is good for you and the job. So adventurous, I don't know, affectionate. Affectionate means full of love. So it's not right or wrong to have affection. We all have affection. So that doesn't really describe yourself in terms of going for an interview. But we're just going through. Ambitious is a good word. Ambition, that means you are willing to work to get to your goals. So this is a good word. Attentive is a good word because if you're attentive, that means you're very detailed. 即係你應該係好細心，你做嘢咧。如果係喺做嘢嘅層面 that means 你對於啲細節嘅嘢咧，你係會睇到嘅。Attentive, okay? Well, I don't know anybody, but I would not tell the interviewer I'm bright. Bright means clever, okay? 你冇可能話俾 interviewer 我好聰明，但係 you know 聰明嘅係唔係你去衡量自己，係人哋話俾你聽，我覺得你聰唔聰明。So I don't think bright is the word. Cheerful. So I'm highlighting the words that I think you can use for an interview. Cheerful. Cheerful is a good word because nobody wants to hire a sad worker. Okay? So if you're cheerful, if you're going for public relation, if you're going for a receptionist job, if you are going for a marketing job, you need to be cheerful, right? Because 你一定要有一個好好嘅笑容啊，或者好好嘅心態 cheerful. Chill. No, that's not a good word because chill 咧即係好 cool 嘅人 chill 同埋好 laid back 嘅。Do you know what laid back is? 即係好 relax 嘅 yeah. So laid back 其實 in a way is kind of lazy. So chill 嗰啲都係 lazy word. Okay. Clever, of course, again, clever and bright 係一樣。You don't call yourself clever or bright because it's not something you tell people that you think you are. 好啦 considerate. Yeah. You know, when you're considerate, you kind of think of think of other people's feelings or problems. So that is courageous. Courageous is 好勇敢啦。It might be a good word, it might be a bad word. So if you're going for accountant work or you know works that require a lot of concentration, then you don't need to be courageous. They don't want you to be courageous. Courageous in a way, in a sense, you're kind of adventurous too. You know, that's not good. Determined. Determined is a very good word because once you're giving if you are a determined person, once you're giving the task to do, you are determined to get it done, no matter what. Okay, 堅持 determined. Discipline. Now, this word may hurt you, may help you. Depends on the word nature. Some jobs ask you to be very flexible. So if you're very disciplined, that means you don't know how to be flexible, and that's not good. So always try to use words that are positive instead of giving you negative impression. Dynamic.
Dynamic.
How do I explain dynamic?
動態。
多角度。
Yeah, exactly. Dynamic is a good word if you, especially for interviewers, they want that person to be dynamic. That means that person will be willing to take new challenges. And yeah, so dynamic is a good word.
Is it related to elasticity? Elastic? I mean, doing things with different ways?
Yeah. Dynamic. Okay. You could say that you're very flexible with anything. So dynamic is a good word. Easygoing. Easygoing to employers, that means you are easy to get along with people. You could be involved in teamwork. So easygoing is also a good word. Emotional, definitely a bad word. Nobody wants to hire somebody emotional. Okay, so we could even delete this. Okay, let me just delete clever and bright and chill.
Okay.
Okay, energetic. How come I'm repeating?
Sorry, may I know?
Yeah.
Are there any general principle that which word is? I know some words are positive and some words are negative. Do we tend to use the positive word to describe our word, or need to be related?
Of course. Throughout your interview, sole purpose of the interview is selling yourself to the company. You don't sell your negative points to your company. You sell your positive points. You show off all the positive things that you have done in your life, in terms of job, in terms of as a person. So whatever depends on what job you're going for. So you then look at your list and then you pick out the adjective that suits you the most. Okay, so this list can go on and on. I can't go through every single word on this list, but are there any words that you guys don't understand? Can you quickly go through the list and see? Because I want you to. I'll give you 5 minutes to look at these words, and I also want you to pick out 2 adjectives that describe you the most. And then after this 5 minutes, I want each one of you to use these 2 adjectives and tell me who you are. Done that.
Some of the words I think is still more difficult. Like the one start with T, tennis, or yes, this one, and westernly, this one.
Westernly. Versatile.
Versatile. Oh yeah, I don't understand.
Versatile 係多元化。
多元化。
Tenacious 咧就係it says here very firm, persistent. 即係好認真。
好認真。
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter the words. You don't understand some of the words. Just pick the 2 that you think that you understand that describe you. You must be able to find 2 adjectives to describe yourself. So I'll give you 5 minutes. Yes.
因為我睇唔到個 screen 啊，
所
以我 pick up 唔到嗰個 adjective。
係咪嗰啲字太細？
係啊，細得好犀利。
你等一陣啊 ，Let me do something about it。
可以用隻手擘大佢嘅喎。
I know，但係你就睇唔晒成個咩咯？係啊。等我放大。
讀個字。
好啦。
可以好試。
喂。睇唔睇到而家？
等陣啊。
我真係放一半俾你睇。
放一半。
我一半都揾到好多字㗎啦。得唔得？
都係唔得。
都係唔得。
得唔得？我已經推大咗㗎啦，我已經喺個 screen 度想推大佢啦。
Okay，how about 你用唔用到2個英文字去 describe 你自己？
我試下用2個英文字去 describe 我自己。Okay, so but anyway，
你點解等我讀晒啲字出嚟？你聽下好冇
？Okay.
Adaptable, fearless, optimistic, adventurous, flexible, passionate, affectionate, friendly, patient, ambitious, funny, persistent, attentive, 、 generous, practical, 、 gentle, reliable, cheerful, genuine, resourceful. Okay, reliable, resourceful 都係一啲好字嚟嘅。
係。
Happy, romantic, hardworking, self-confident, considerate, helpful, sensitive, courageous, honest, sincere, determined, independent, sociable, disciplined, intelligent, straightforward, dynamic, introverted. Introverted 真係內向 not a good word. Okay, so the opposite of introverted is extroverted. 外向. Yeah.
Okay.
Sympathetic, easygoing, intuitive, tenacious, joyful, thoughtful, kind, tough, energetic, loving, truthful, loyal, understanding, enthusiastic, modest, versatile, extroverted, motivated, warm-hearted, exuberant, open-minded, and witty. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. 你哋仲需唔需要時間？定話你哋已經揾到兩個字可以 describe yourself 啊？
我揾到一個，optimistic。
Okay. 嗱，我而家咧就會逐個同你講咯喎。Okay.
Okay.
So when you come in for an interview, the first thing you really have to do is to greet your interviewers, right? So the first thing you should do is to say either good afternoon or good morning. So right now it's 12 o'clock, 12:18. So it would be good afternoon, right? And we usually say, how are you? Say 一個問號啦 right? 因為鬼佬就係咁嘅。We'll go in and say, hi, good afternoon, how are you? And the interview will say, I'm good, thanks. And then the interview starts, right? So usually they will say, oh, tell me something about yourself. So you start off with your name, right? With your name, you need to you tell the full name. You know, I can't say, oh, I'm Jenlin. No, that's not the proper way. So you can say, I am Jenlin. Okay. I am a optimistic, dynamic, and considerate person. Okay. And then you tell me why you think you are. Like, for instance, I'm an optimistic person. I always believe there's a solution to every problem. So at my job, whenever there's a problem with a project, I will first find out the cause 個原因, and I will try to figure out a solution, whether by myself or with my team. I'm a dynamic person. I enjoy doing projects. So my boss usually give me lots of events to run. For instance, I have done a director's workshop. I have done a director's dinner. I have done what else? A seminar for my department. Okay. I'm a considerate person. Throughout my working life, I often encounter problems helping my colleagues to face problems. So I'm always there willing to help them. And if I can't if I don't have a solution, I will try to find out from my other resources. So 呢個 job interview， 你講到你嘅 adjective 不特止，你仲要講翻你嘅例子。喺你嘅 job experience 裏邊，因為你係一個好注重細節嘅人，所以你做 project 嘅時候，你可能會所有嘢你都要 list out 咗，然之後有啲咩情況出現咧，你係知道 exactly 邊度出錯。Okay， so 呢啲 adjectives 係用嚟去 describe 翻、描述翻 your experience， 得唔得 ？Okay， so who is gonna try? Who's gonna try first? Or you need 5 minutes to think about legal experience.
Yeah, give me 5 minutes.
Okay.
唔係好難嘅，我覺得。
唔係好難嘅，唔係好難。
阿超鋒先。
Okay.
Felix.
Hi, I'm Felix Lai. I'm a practical and flexible person. Cause.
I'm sorry, Felix. Can you tell me about those two adjectives again? I didn't get it. What was it?
Practical and flexible.
Flexible and
practical.
Practical. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So tell me
because
about
in accounting, we just focus in the result. What kind of method? We don't care. So we can using different kind of method to suitable the result. The result is the most important in accounting. So I will using different way to solve the problem. That's it.
Okay, so Felix, you would say, I'm a very flexible person. I'm a very flexible and practical person, right? Whenever I do projects, my main focus is getting the results, right? So whenever I have problems running the project, I would look at the problems and try to figure ways to get results. I work closely with my team. You need to show team spirit, okay? Because you're flexible, you're able to work with everybody. So this is what you're trying to sell yourself across. Practical. So what about practical? I don't hear the practical side of you.
Practical.
So how do you demonstrate being practical?
Just focus on result.
Okay.
Don't distract by another way.
So I'm also very practical. I focus on the results only. I don't waste time, right? Or I don't want to waste efforts, right? We will get the things done very fast and very precise. 好準確，精準 precise. Well done, Felix. So now you know how to sell yourself, right? How do you feel?
Yeah. 可以改下，即係 modify 嗰一句咯。
Okay, so one more thing I want to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Whatever job you're trying to apply, look at the job description. They always tell you what kind of worker they want to hire. Through 嗰個 description, 你就知道你嘅應對係乜嘢，得唔得？ Okay. So, that's another part of the job interview. Let's work on the adjective first. Okay, who's next? Anybody?
Kelvin.
Kelvin, okay.
I'm Kelvin Pang. I'm an optimistic and dynamic person.
Dynamic, right?
Yeah, in the past, I work in the IT field. We need to learn and to explore the new things in computer.
Explore.
Explore the new things in computer or the technology. Yeah. Also doing a lot of project or an IT project in the past. So we need to work with different people, and then we need to think in different way and work together with them.
So we need to be optimistic. Okay, so Kevin, you can also emphasize we are optimistic because when we do projects, we don't how should I say? We don't get our results right away. We need to experiment and try. So because of this, we need to be optimistic, right? Technology, you're always looking at the latest technology. Okay. So you adapt very well. You need to adapt
to new things.
Right. Adapt very well to new things. Okay. Being optimistic means that there's always hope. Okay, there is always hope. So when you do projects, you need to be optimistic because there's so many factors that are affecting the results. So you need to be positive and always strive for success. Okay, well done. Who's next?
I'm Sophie. Can I be the next one?
Yeah, sure, Sophie.
Okay, so I'm a loyal person that...
wait, first of all, tell me your name.
I'm Sophie.
Sophie who?
Sophie Wong.
Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm Sophie Wong. How are you?
I'm okay, and you? I'm okay, and you?
Me too. I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, good. Tell me something about yourself.
Okay, I'm a loyal person. When I be given a job, I would try to finish it on time. And another adjective to describe me is I'm a sincere person. I always tell the truth. So people trust me, and I have developed good working relationship with them.
Okay, Sophie, you're loyal, but I think there's a better adjective to yourself. You're loyal, but I think you're more determined. Determined.
Oh.
Determined means that you will get to it no matter what. Okay,
so thank you.
Loyal 咧就係 more like loyal to a friend. Loyal, for you to describe that if you're giving a job, you get it done, finish on time. It's not about loyalty. It's about determination.
So can I talk about if I'm loyal to a company?
Now, how do you prove you're loyal to a company? Okay, so of course they look for people who are loyal, but then they also come to think of it at the interview, they're looking to hire someone to do that job. So which is more important? You telling them who you are, or you telling them what you are able to deliver?
Able to deliver would be better.
Right, because first you need to get them understand that you are the person for this job. So you need to tell them what you're capable of instead of okay. So loyalty is not important, but it's not the most important. So if you're saying that when you're given a job, you always finish, you will try to finish on time, you're determined, right? If you're a sincere person, people trust you. That means you're good at teamwork. Okay, so you can say I'm a sincere person. People trust me, and I work well with the team. Because I'm able to develop good relationship with my teammates. I am able to develop a good relationship with the client. People just like me because I'm sincere. 得唔得？
得。
Okay. Thank you, Sophie. Okay, next.
Joey.
Joey, okay. Joey.
Hi. Hello, I'm Joey Chen. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I would like to introduce myself. I'm a reliable and dynamic person. I will give timely response and update progress for every job that I got and follow up until the work is done. I can do multitask and handle every task good in order at the same time. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so Joey, you can say that I'm a reliable person. I give timely response and I always update progress and I do follow up until the work is done. This is good, right? So talking about dynamic. So I'm also a dynamic person. I'm able to handle multitask and be able to deliver the results my boss wants. Okay, done that.
Okay, that
Okay, so Joey, with you, right? Because you have these experience, you can even actually tell them an example. Your actual job experience, like for instance, I'm a dynamic person. Once I was asked to organize the company's outing, so I was left with the job to plan all by myself. So I was able to plan the events, arrange for the food and beverage, and entertainment, whatever. That's the chance you could really show off. Okay?
Okay.
Right. Well done.
Thank you.
Wow. Who's next? So we have Joey.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
I am Terry. How are you?
Yeah.
Hi, thank you. I don't know what am I the people？ 我都唔知自己係咩人。
Okay，你可唔可以講多啲關於你自己啊？你係我記得你你做緊 part time job right？
我冇 part time job 啊，我而家冇工。
冇工做 ，OK， 你有冇做過嘢㗎？之前
有啊。
OK， 做過乜嘢啊？
做過 intern 咯。
intern，OK，so tell me about your experience with the intern。intern 係咩公司？
即係實習啊，即係之前係啲做過下啲文職嗰啲咯。
OK， 你覺得你係做得乜嘢係最，即係做咗邊嘢係最好啊？
我都唔知啊。
OK， 你個文職裏邊係包括做啲咩㗎？你係要對人一定對，你對外一定對內？
人都有，對文件都有啲 filing 咯，同埋一啲嘅輸入 data entry。
OK， 如果你對人對外嘅。Okay, and I look at your credentials. 你讀過 Sports and Recreation Management, right?
我都唔知啊，我都唔得。
你嗰個你係
Leisure Management
係咩
Management？Leisure 康體文娛。
OK，
但我又唔中意對人咯。
你唔中意對人？
係啊。
OK， 你做文職嗰陣時候。你做成點啊？你中唔中意做啊？
一般般，冇話中意，冇話唔中意。
但係你做文職嗰時候，你係需要即係你要做細節嘅嘢嘅，你 O 唔 OK？
OK 啊。
OK。
文件分類同埋一啲資料輸入。
OK， 你等我一陣。
遲啲我就會讀呢個 ERB 嘅鐘錶個課程維修學徒。同埋依家我亦都。係呢排有啱啱 Photoshop AI 等嘅Adobe 軟件嘅功能，發掘我多一個可能性咯。
Okay, so I think you can say that you are helpful and detail oriented.
你認為我係 helpful? Why?
Because you're very talkative. 即係你中意講嘢，我覺得你
我唔中意我
你如果要講，你要講到噶嘛，係咪？
係啊，不過但就唔會係好有心機講咯，唔會係好有呢個。
Okay, listen to me, Terry. If you go for a job interview, 你嘅思想 your thoughts, your state of mind 係要正面，要 positive. I don't want to hear. I can't do this. I don't know about this. I'm not good at this. That's all very negative. 得唔得？
得。
You're a young man. You should not have these negativities on you. 你係一個年輕人，你應該係有精力，有咩魄啊？
魄力
係啦。Exactly， 你應該係要 positive 嘅。你所有嘅我唔中意，我做唔到，我唔知我乜嘢，嗰啲唔該你幫我刪除咗佢。Okay, you're here because you want to learn and you want to get the job. Okay? So whatever anybody's telling you or whatever you're telling anybody has to be positive. 所有你講出嚟嘅喺你口出嚟嘅嘢係要正面，所有我講出嚟嘅嘢都要正面。Otherwise 我哋唔應該喺度。如果我哋正面嘅，So if I tell you you're helpful, then think of what you can be if you're helpful. If I tell you you're very detail oriented， 即係話你對於細節你係做到嘅。
係啊。
Okay， 你做唔做到？
做到。
Okay, so detail oriented 係 one of the things 係好多人都要嘅。
係。基本我覺得唔理邊一行咯，即係鐘錶都更加要講得好細緻。
No, you drifting too far。而家我講緊係你本人 ，OK？ 你唔好同我講出邊隔離。
係。
你周圍人，你淨係諗住自己。Are you detail oriented? You are because you work with details. 你做啲咩啊？你做啲clerical 嘅嘢 ，right？ 係咪？
係啊。
你可唔可以準時交啊？交出嚟。
可以啊。
Okay, good. So you tell them, I'm Terry. 你姓咩㗎？
You. Why you?
Okay, I'm Terry. You. I'm a very helpful and detail-oriented person. Right?
Okay, 係。
Okay, listen. My previous job experience, I was able to deliver all the assignments on time, and I am good with details. I'm that.
Okay.
I'm a helpful person. Whenever my colleague asks me for things or my boss asks me for things, I will try my best to provide.
Okay.
Okay, Terry, one more time.
Okay.
No negativity. 你唔可以再好負面去講，我唔知，我唔明，我咩 ？It's your business， 係你嘅責任去知。Okay? It's your business, nobody else. 如果你自己都唔知咧，就冇人知㗎啦。
係好。
So Terry 加油 ，you can do it.
Okay， 多謝。
Right? Okay. Next.
I am
Who's that?
Ivan.
Ivan, hi. How are you?
Hardworking and independent person.
Hardworking and
I
independent.
will get my efforts on one.
Okay, how are you hardworking?
On one project. During I am studying.
During your study,
achieve I can spend all my time.
Okay, so you can say
I can spend all my time out of my studying time to
you can say
complete.
Okay, you could say you could focus your time when you're doing a project. You will focus all your time until the job gets done. Okay. When I am on a project, I would focus all my time until it is done. Okay. Independent 即係話你係一個獨立嘅。How do you explain that?
I wish I can complete all my duties by myself.
On my own?
But on my own. But I discovered that not all the I am not the person have all the skills. Have complete skills.
I see. Which is true. We are unable to know it all.
A lot of things that I must be seeking help.
Okay.
To others.
Okay, so when I'm on a project, I will focus all my time until it's done. I can usually complete all my duties on my. I can usually 我絕大部分嘅時間我都可以 complete 我都可以完成我嘅責任 on my own, right? 但係 if I encounter problems, I will find a way. I will find a way to resolve. Either via my colleagues or research. Okay. So Ivan,
揾同事係咩？
你睇唔睇到個 screen 啊？
揾同事咯。
係啦，揾同事，因為係 colleagues. Exactly. Right. Exactly.
同事或者過咗自己
or research.
research.
Right. Okay. So this is your answer. When I'm on a project, I will focus all my time until it's done. I can usually complete all my duties on my own, but if I encounter problems, I will find a way to resolve, either via my colleagues or research, or do some research. Okay. Very good. Well done, Ivan. Okay. Anybody else?
Tommy.
Tommy. Okay, Tommy. So how are you?
I'm Tommy. I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
Okay. I think I am.
Don't think. Just tell me. Don't think. I am.
I am a responsible person. From my previous job experience, when the school assigns some tasks to me, I will try my best to finish all of them and do it best. And another character I think is I am an considerate and friendly person. Also, and in school, I teach students in the manner of friendly and enthusiastic to teach them. And I always think about of them and try to teach them in best way. So that's all.
Okay, Tommy, let me ask you something. When you look for jobs, will you be looking in the education field or?
Maybe.
Okay, so if you're going to work in the education field, one of the qualities I would look for is somebody with passion. So you can say, because you're a responsible person, when assigned with duties, you will try your best to finish it. You can also talk about how passionate you are with education if you are going back into the education field. So you can say that I'm very passionate about education. I believe every kid, no matter what their what disabilities they might have deserve an education. I'm a very friendly person, so I get good rapport with the students. Okay, so that's how you can sell yourself as a teacher. Being a friendly person is not bad, but it doesn't emphasize you enough. So instead of being friendly, you can say you are you can say you're enthusiastic. You can say you're very energetic because you need to work with students if you're looking for a teacher's job. But friendly is a bit weak. Let me see. Okay, you can say you can also say you're patient. Patient means 係有耐性, right? Yeah. So in terms of working on a project or in terms of working with people, if you're patient, it's a good qualities. Yeah.
You mean it is better than
friend? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you know who will look for somebody friendly in the sales, you need to have somebody friendly because friendly will get you to talk to strangers. But if you're looking for teaching, you have to be something more stronger. Passionate is something to describe anyone who wants to be in the education field because you need to be passionate in order to work with kids, in order to work with students. If you are patient, that means you listen to people, you listen to people's problems, and then you maybe can be the advisor and advise people on a solution. So patient is also a good word. Okay, you can think of those words. Okay. Thank you, Tommy.
Okay.
Anybody else? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. 我哋做晒啦. Okay. All right. So I want to add something else. When you go look for a job, you look at the job duties. Okay. There must be an ad. 即係當你去揾工時，你一定有個 ad 你睇咗嘅, right? So you look at the ad and you look at the duties they're looking for. A person who's able to deliver these duties. Then you figure out what kind of adjectives would be suitable. Right. Okay. So again, you also I think it's best if you go and research on the company that you're going to work for, because then you know if this company is what you're hoping for. Some people like big companies. Some people like small companies. Because some people might think that they're going to get lost in a very big company. So they rather work in a small company where everybody treat everybody like family. Okay, so it depends on what you're looking for. Then you come up with the appropriate adjectives. And then what you do is in front of a mirror, you practice your speech until they're very fluent, until you believe you're sure that the person sitting across from you will believe what you say. 得唔得？我哋去 interview 咧，唔係即興去到嗰度想諗到講乜就講乜嘅。如果你哋真係想要嗰份工咧，你一定係要 research 關於間公司啦，你一定要睇下佢哋係要請個咩人啦，你睇下佢哋 list 咗出嚟嘅 duties 係要做咩嘅。Then 你就要諗下你過去嘅 experience, your past working experience or past experience with families and friends 係可以證明到你可以 handle 某啲 task on 佢哋嗰個 job listing. 得唔得？ Anybody has questions on that? Also, one of the things a lot of employers will ask is, do you have any questions at the end of the job interview? The reason they ask because they want to see how much you know of the company. They want to see how much do you want to work for us. So if I were you, when I find a job that I want to apply, I would go on the website to look at what kind of company it is. Also, I will have to find a question to ask when I go on interview. So, does anybody know what question to ask at the end of the interview?
Where will have the result?
Okay, so I think for your homework, okay, let's talk about your homework. I want you guys to find something on the internet or on the newspaper or whatever, a job that you want to work in, you want to apply, okay? Then you go into that company's website, get to know that company, and then come back and tell me. First, I think 最好咧就係你揾到嗰個你想要做嗰份工嗰個 ad 咧，你最好俾我望一望。Put it on the website, on the WhatsApp, right? Put it on the WhatsApp, and then that job. Give me 2 adjectives that best describe you to fit in that job. Okay, and then give me a question at the end of the interview. What you want to ask about the company?
唔係有標準答案嘅。
Yeah?
即係我呢個 job 可以做啲咩啊？或者
No. You don't ask about the job duties because the job duties 係應該喺 ad 裏邊寫咗 ，right？ 你一定係要
唔一定係去寫嗰啲噶嘛，即係去寫嗰啲係好 general 噶嘛，即係實際負責邊一 part 要去講你先知啊嘛。
You can ask about the job duties, that there are better questions to ask than job duties, okay? 你去 find out 你想問啲咩 and then we can discuss it in class next time. 得唔得 ？Okay?
我想問下
Yes.
I got 2 questions. The first one is how would you like us to send it to you through email or
can you throw on the WhatsApp group?
Oh, WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
You mean?
我哋有個 WhatsApp group 噶嘛，我哋已經 form 咗 ，OK？ 咁咧其實你就將個 ad 嗰個工作個 ad 掉落去個 WhatsApp group with 2 adjectives that you want to talk about on our next lesson. Okay? And plus 1 question to ask about this job that you want to apply.
The second question I want to ask 即係我哋點樣 interview 嘅時候，即係避免一輪，即係我哋當然 self introduction 嗰部分就可以直接咁答，但係中間佢又會可能我講咗2句，佢又追問我啲問題咁你以前做過呢樣，跟住之後咧，我哋可能未 prepare 咧，好多時我就會好亂，跟住亂咁答咗堆嘢，點樣
？Okay, so what happened is 我頭先講嘅係你去 job interview 嗰陣時候咧，你個 purpose 就係聽你有幾有經驗 ，how much experience you have, right？ 佢所有問你嘅問題都係 related to 你可唔可以好快咁話到俾佢聽，你可以點樣處理？So first of all， 你一定係揾一個 job， 你揾工嘅時候，你一定係揾一個適合嘅工。個適合嘅工係咩咧？即係 that means 係你係覺得你 handle 到嘅，或者你覺得你以往嘅經驗係做過嘅。Okay, so you go throughout the interview. Whenever they ask you questions, like they might ask you, what are your plans in the next 5 years? 咁你可以講到啲乜嘢 ？What do you look for in a company? 你可以講到啲乜嘢？其實呢啲全部都係like interview 咧係講緊係你嘅 your ability to answer questions, right? It might not, there's no right or wrong answer, 但係你係要用翻你每一個問題，你係最好就用翻你嘅經驗講翻出嚟，你嘅 past experience， 咁你先話到俾你聽，你係 capable 嘅，你係快做呢份 咁呢啲咧，其實 truthfully, 1 or 2 lessons are not going to be able to get you all the way up to 100% for the interview. Through practice, 你係會 gain more 即係你一定要練習多啲咧，你先至個反應個能力，你要 the ability to answer questions 係好啲嘅。係。Let me tell you something, right? So I coach interviews. I coach primary 1 interview, foreman interview, university interview, job interviews. I do all kinds of interviews, right? So if you ever encounter a chance to go on a job interview, you let me know. I can practice half an hour with you. Okay, I could. 但係 provided 你係真係要去見一個 job。我嗰陣時候我可以同你去 practice 一次。Provided has to be done in English, right？ 中文我幫唔到你，中文你應該可以。即係話，如果你見工，而嗰份工可能要用英文 interview 嘅話，你可以嚟揾我，得唔得 ？Okay, so I think we should conclude the lesson because it's 1 o'clock already. I think I'm kind of losing my voice. I will see you guys next what is it, next Wednesday, same time. And before Wednesday, please submit the job ad, and the 2 adjectives that you want to talk about, and a question to ask at the end of the interview. Everybody okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I see you guys next week. If you have any question, you could raise it in the WhatsApp group. 如果你有啲咩問題，你可以喺 WhatsApp group 嗰度提出。I will try my best to answer you. All right?
All right.
Okay. Have a good week, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, Jalan. Bye.
Bye.